Now then YouTube, I am the Toffman and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. It's part 7 guys, and as you can see I've made a change. I've got that minimap that people have been asking for, and that's basically because I want to keep an eye on where things are. Rather than using my notepad that I've got here and writing down the coordinates, I may as well use a map guys. It's journey map, and I have been everywhere. I mean I haven't been absolutely everywhere, but I have been quite a few places guys, taking notes of the nodes that I've been coming across and taking notes of the different things that I've managed to find along the way. We've got a Greatwood tree, finally got some Greatwood trees. That is probably the nearest one, or that one, either which. I still have to go over there to get this Silverwood tree anyway. It hasn't got a node in there, which is annoying because I cannot find a magical biome anywhere. So what I'm hoping is that the Silverwood tree will drop a sapling, and if that Silverwood tree drops a sapling, I can then create a little one of my own. I can create a little magical biome. But the thing is that I can't find mana beans, and I want to be able to grow some kind of mana beans, especially a bit later on. And I can't find a magical biome, magical forest anywhere. I've been pretty much like everywhere, but I still can't find one, which is a shame. But alas, this is my little place that I call home. There's my little plant pot, look, and my Thaumcraft area. I like that little bit of a Thaumcraft area there. And we've got our nodes around there, and of course I went over here and I found some more nodes, air and earth there, just air over here. You never know, there might be something over here. I never went too far over here. I just went and followed this bit and then went over there and all sorts of different stuff. There was a really, really good one. Water, air, Ordo, Tutumen and Peditio. So the Ordo, I think that one's actually closer than the other Ordo one, which is over there. There is a village. I've found a village over there. There's nothing interesting over there, to be quite honest. Other than that, guys, I've found Thaumcraft dungeons. I found 2 of them. One over there and one down here. They are equidistant away from my house, so I can go to either one. And I think I'm going to do one of them this episode. But first though, I want to go ahead and get myself a Greatwood tree. So I'm going to make my way over towards this Greatwood tree over by this this little village here. And I'm going to start chopping this down because we need to make that new wand. Well, here we are guys, we are at the Greatwood tree now. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself as much of this Greatwood as I possibly can, because I'm going to need this going forward later on down the line. It looks as if it might actually be going night time, either that or I'm just undercover on this tree, so that's why it looks a bit strange. But I'm going to go ahead and grab up as much of this as I possibly can, and I will make my way over towards the Silverwood tree. Either that or I'll wait, go home and sleep and then go towards the Silverwood tree. I'm not sure yet. This is a big tree, guys. Big tree. And I doubt I'm going to be able to get it all. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, let me chop this down and I'll be right back. Now then guys, I have finished cutting down this tree, as you can tell, and it's took me a while. Now my mind has been made up. It's already getting dark, and I've got tons of Greatwood. I've got 3 Greatwood saplings, which is brilliant. And I think I can go ahead and make it with 1. I'm not sure if I need 4 or 1. Oh, I'm missing a bit over there, look. So my mind has been made up for me. I have to make my way back home. I've run out of axe, so I was having to cut that down with my hands. So I'm going to run off back home as fast as my legs can carry me. In fact, can I? Have they got a bed in here? They won't have, will they? They never do. No. Might be able to hole up in here for the night. I don't know. I need to get back. I need to get back, but it's very dangerous out there. I will see you. I'll hole up in here and I'll wait until the morning and then I'll go. So I will see you guys then. Now guys, isn't that a sight for sore eyes? That will allow me not to just go to the Greatwood Wand Core, but also the Silverwood Wand Core when it becomes time. There is a nice node down there I actually haven't found yet. Now, how did I get up to here? I think I came the other way around. I'll just grab all these light blue things because they're very useful. Now I've got my thermometer on me, so I can just go over towards this thing. It's one I haven't found before, and there's tons and tons of terror in there, which is great. Oh, there's another one down there as well. Yeah, well, seems I've missed a lot. So I must have got excited with the Silverwood tree. So how am I going to get up here? How did I get up here originally? I can't remember. It might have been from down that side. Oh, wow. Is this one actually underground? Or... I believe so. It's just nestling in the corner over here. Ooh, it's an aurum. There's an aurum in there. Sweet. So we got 4 points of aurum just for finding that, and that's what I like to see. You see. Now I can't remember which way I came in, but there is a silverwood tree at the top of this, and I do plan on chopping it down. Unfortunately, it has to be said, I do plan on chopping it. Yeah, it must be from around here. Oop, 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 oop. No, there we go. Right, I can also search this now. There's quicksilver down the bottom, or at least shimmer leaf, which turns into quicksilver. I'm actually going to grab this in leaf form by using shears, which is great. Might as well grab you while I'm here as well. Also, silverwood logs. Ding! I was hoping that you'd see something down the bottom there, but it seems not. Silverwood leaves, and there we go. That's herba. And I'm going to get to work with chopping this down. Alright guys, well I finished chopping down the tree and it was very, very nearly night time, so I pegged it back home. And as you can see, all those little nasties over there are taking refuge underneath my my thing. Now I never actually thought about this, so I am going to have to do something about that, because they're going to hide under there and totally troll me when I don't want to be trolled. So I've got to think about that. Other than that guys, I did get some silverwood logs, I sheared some leaves off, and I got 1 silverwood sapling, which is very lucky actually. I've got that, so I can now use that. Hopefully I can plant it somewhere. Oh, what's that noise? That. Why does it, what? What? I don't get it. Anyway, I can now use that to plant that, and if it grows with a node inside it, it will then start to change the biome around the tree. Only a small area, but it will change it to a magical forest biome, which will then allow me to grow mana beans within that particular part of the biome. I can only do it in magical forest biomes. I can't do it anywhere else, and I'm struggling to find a magical forest. So if it can please grow with a node inside it, that would be fantastic, because it'll allow me to... Why does it keep doing that? Because it'll allow me to then grow mana beans, and the mana beans are useful because when they grow to full ripe, you know, when they're fully ripened, then they have a chance of dropping 2 mana beans, which will then, you know, it will start off a chain of having a big massive farm and all that kind of good stuff. And that's what I want. I want a mana bean farm that I can just go to, break, get a load of mana beans, get a load of spare mana beans as well, and I just eat them, because if you eat the mana beans, depending on what kind of aspect it is, it will add that particular aspect to your pool of aspects. So that'll be something that I really need to get on with. I need a bit of bread. And then we'll get on with building our wands eventually. It was a little bit of an exploration episode today. So let's go ahead. I've got my wand already inside here with 25 of each Vs. It does have a 105% average Vs cost, but this gives me a 5% Vs discount. So it's exactly, well, it should be 100% cost. So let's have a look then, guys. Let's go to the Thaumanomicon into... Is it Thaumaturgy? It is Thaumaturgy. It's Greatwood 1 core. Down here. We need 2 Greatwood logs and 3 Peditio, which we've got. It's fine. So let's go and grab one of them. There. 3.15. Now that is very interesting. I am actually using this. That's 105% average Vs cost. So why am I... I've got a 5% discount. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and get it. That is the Greatwood rod. Let me go and chuck that on the floor. And find it. I have found it, which is awesome. Now also, we've got the golden wand caps. Remember them, guys? I need a bit of gold for that. And I don't think that that's going to be enough. I need 1 more piece. If you don't mind. Oh, there's my baked potatoes I put in earlier. I also grabbed a few more flowers. Of course, the shimmer leaves. We've got a sunflower. Wow. Another mystical white flower. A whole load of stuff here. Let's just put everything back where it belongs, and there we go. Okay, so let's put this into golden nuggets. Don't forget that you have to do them inside here. 3.15 of each of them. There's 1 golden wand cap. And there's 2 golden wand caps. We can then put them like that. The Greatwood rod. Whoops. Greatwood rod. Actually, hang on a minute. Let me scan this. Make a habit of doing that because it's cheap, nice, easy stuff. Can I not do it like that? Greatwood rod. Oh no, I need to make it into a wand card, don't I? Duh. And I can't actually do that at the moment. There's my Greatwood rod. Alright, it's just me being a clown and putting it the wrong way around. If you have it this way around, it won't work. I can't believe that. Anyway, 9.45 of each piece will get us our next tier of wand, which is the gold-banded Greatwood wand. Yes. Unfortunately, it's got nothing in it. I'm still going to have to use this. But I will be going out in between episodes, most probably. Or, in the middle of this episode, I don't know. And getting myself some more Vs inside here. But it is going to take a while to actually do the roundhouses and do all that. Which I really want to get that started. I really want to get that started. But I forget which way around it is that I need to go to get what I need. I think it might be best to work on some more of these. As you can see, look, missing the required research. So I'm missing something for that. I think that we might actually get into some of this business on side here too, so that we can get some alchemy going. Why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. Alimentum. Yes. Let's get the research note for alimentum. Shouldn't be a difficult one, this one. As you can see, let's go and have a look through it, guys, so you can see. Ordo and ignis. So basically, it's a straight line. We've got Ordo, ignis, Ordo, ignis. It's done. So Ordo, and it's the primal aspect, so they're not that hard to come by. Whoops. Really? Oh, hang on a minute. I've done it wrong. I can't believe that, guys. Noobish mistake right there. So, as you can see, Ordo is not part of Ignis, so that would make absolutely no sense. But we could use Potentia once again. There, maybe? Am I just doing this totally and utterly wrong? I am, aren't I? It's because I'm on camera. I get the jitters. We would need a Potentia again. You know what? I'll come back. Okay, so I was right in the first instance. I can't make a solid line across there. I'm going to have to do it the way that I said. Doing that. And we have now got Alimentum. Now, Alimentum can actually be used in a couple of different ways. I need to go to sleep. Otherwise, nasties. Let's go to sleep. Let's show you then. The Thaumanomicon, we've got Alimentum. We need a crucible for this. You haven't actually seen that just yet on how to make things in a crucible. I don't know if I should get into that in this episode. Anyway, you need 3 Ignis, 3 Peditio, and 3 Potentia in a crucible, and the catalyst is a charcoal or a coal, and you will get out an Alimentum. The substance throbs with fiery energy and is more than eager to release that energy at the slightest bump. It may be unstable, but it would probably make a good source of fuel. It is probably not a good idea to throw it against a solid surface unless you enjoy explosions. That's right, guys. It does act like a little bit like a grenade. You chuck it and then it just blows up. So you've got to be very, very careful with this. You can also use it as fuel inside one of these a little bit later on. Now we're actually going to need more paper first, before I get to the next part, because I want to get to that bit so I can show you guys what I'm going to do. We need to make that crucible, and I will go ahead and do that, but we need some more paper first. Plenty of paper now. Have I got... no, I haven't. I was going to say I haven't even scanned paper yet. Cognitio. Good stuff. Let's pop that back up there. Alright, so let's go for night ore now. And let's pop that into here. Ooh. So Ignis would be Lux. Ignis, Lux, and then again we'll be back here again. Alright, so I don't think that there is actually a way of getting from this to this straight away with 3 steps. I I think it's just going to be the same, exactly the same as what I did last time, which would be this. And there we go, we've got night ore. It's a little bit around the houses there. There may be a way of getting that in 3 steps, but I'm not quite sure what it is, guys. So let's go and find that. Now, night ore is a very, very nice thing indeed, and this is what I'm going to be using to actually heat my crucible. This flame, well, eventually I need to obviously heat it first, but this flame seems to be fueled by magic itself. The number of uses for an ever-burning flame seems endless, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to produce more light than heat. It doesn't seem to produce much more light than heat, though it could prove to be a steady source of light and energy. Night ore can be placed in the world to act as a magical light source, which is great, guys. We would need a glowstone dust, which we haven't got yet. We need 3 ignis, 3 lux, and 3 potentia in a crucible. With chuck a piece of glowstone in there with all that in, and you will get a piece of night ore out. It will allow us now to go over towards essentia distillation, though. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab that research, and this is probably going to take me a while to actually go ahead and figure out. Alright guys, I've managed to find that. Look at this, Precantatio, Vacuous, Fames, Victus, Aqua, and then Lemus. I've used Lemus twice over here. Well, I haven't because that was already there, but I've used it once over here, and that ties in quite nicely there. It's a little bit out there. I wanted to do it, you know, so it met in the middle there, and I didn't have to use that many stuff, but that many aspects. But never mind. Essentia distillation. Now this is something that we need, guys. This is something that we need, and I'm hoping, yes, it has. It's unlocked the infusion. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Now we've got essentia distillation, we can actually put items into this particular block, the alchemical furnace, and break it down into its chemical components. Not only that, but we'll use that then to pipe the components, the aspects, out of the thing. It gets complicated. I'll show you in a future episode when I actually get things sorted. You see a future need where you will need ready access. Hang on a minute. You see a future need where you will need ready access to multiple different kinds of aspects, not just primal aspects drawn from your wand. Using basic alchemical principles, you have devised a way to break down objects and convert them into essentia. The first step in this process requires an alchemical furnace. The alchemical furnace works much like a normal furnace by burning coal to produce heat, but instead of smelting ore into metal, it breaks down objects into a slurry of raw, unprocessed essentia. 5 ignis, 5 aqua, a whole lot of arcane stone blocks, a crucible, and a furnace will get you the alchemical furnace. Nice and easy to make. The next step in the process is to take the essentia slurry and distill it using an arcane alembic. To work, arcane alembics need to be placed on top of an alchemical furnace. The essentia slurry will slowly be drawn into the alembic and the individual aspected essentia separated out. If the alchemical furnace is being powered by aluminium, this distillation process is much faster. Of course, this is why I want the aluminium. You can stack up to 5 different alembics on top of a single furnace, not if a single furnace. The essentia can then be extracted out of the alembic using files. Not only that, but they can also be pumped out using the different pipes. So there is an arcane alembic. You saw the V's filter recipe around here. 2 gold ingots and a silverwood log, which I managed to find some of that. So this is going to actually use a bit of gold. Now we've got essentia valves, tubes, all sorts of different stuff to make the alchemical construct. That is something else entirely, which we're not going to get into right now. So now we've got access to essentia tubes. We've also got access to warded jars, which is great, and void jars. In other words, once they get full to the top, you then void the rest of it, what will end up going into that jar. Yeah. I don't particularly like doing that, in all fairness. But it now opens the door to what I wanted to get to, and that is the infusion. It's about time that we got ourselves going with this. This is a big one, and I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, so I found this one slightly easier to do than normal. Humanus is here, Motus is here, and of course we just have to stick in there. No, we don't have to stick in there, Humanus, it's Bestia I want to stick in there. And there we go. Infusion has been learnt. Get in. Oh man, this opens up so much, and this is something that I really want to do. However, Let me quickly explain what infusion is, what it can do, and why it's so good. Oh, bloody ender pearl. I ain't even seen an enderman, let alone killed one. Either which way. Never mind. Ender pearls then. Arcane crafting and alchemy can only go so far. Something better is needed to create truly powerful mystical objects. Infusion crafting is the process of infusing a single object with magical energy and the properties of other objects. You could, for example, infuse a stone with air, vis, and a feather, and it would result in a very light stone. As is usual with thaumaturgy, things are not quite that simple. To even get started with infusion crafting, there are several things you need: a runic matrix, arcane pedestals, and a ready supply of magic in the form of essentia. Once you have your runic matrix properly placed into a structure commonly known as the infusion altar, you can begin to craft. The central pedestal located under the matrix is where the item you wish to infuse will go. You will also need several more pedestals placed around the altar, where you can place the blocks and items you wish to infuse into the target object. Lastly, you will need warded jars or similar essentia containers holding the requisite amount of vis. Once all this is gathered, you can click on the runic matrix with a wand to start the crafting process. During the first stage of crafting, essentia will be drained from nearby sources. Crafting will stall if there is insufficient essentia available, something that you do not want, as will be explained on the following pages. Basically, guys, this is what we use to craft some really, really good stuff. Boots of the Traveller is one of them. Runic shielding is another. Now, guys, this is where Thaumcraft really starts to kick in. I'm going to need a lot of stuff going forwards. Oh, we can get the arcane lamp now as well. Awesome. A large source of light. Basically, we can put that down. We've got to feed it with lux, essentia. But once you put that down, it then starts popping up light sources here, there, and everywhere. It's great. But yeah, anyways, I go off track. I love Thaumcraft. It's great. Once this is, we can build this, but we haven't got the required stuff to get the essentia. We haven't got liquid essentia anywhere at all yet. So we need to go back into, oh look, we've actually got all the rest of the stuff as well now. Silverwood 1 core. Fantastic. We can go and make that. We need to go back to alchemy. No, yes, and get essentia tubes and allow the transportation of essentia. All this will be coming up though in future episodes, guys. For now though, I think we've pretty much hit that time where I can say goodbye to you guys. And yeah, we're getting somewhere. We are definitely. Oh. What? What are they revealing to me? I hate it when you do that. That scares the living crap out of me. They reveal some secrets to me. It's alright, but they said that last time there was a feather on the floor and it scared the living daylights out of me. I wonder where it came from. Well, you saw it, didn't you? You saw it. Anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. Let me go. Oh, God, that's giving me the chills now. It's giving me the chills, I say. Until next time, if you've enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and leave a like on this episode, guys. It's the best way of showing me that you're enjoying the series so far. We are going to do a lot more with Thaumcraft, guys. Don't go anywhere. Until next time, I've been the Tough Man. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.